A New York tourist knocked to the ground along the Strip, and this is all happening in broad daylight. Tonight, he says he was targeted because he's Jewish. Fox 5's Drew Andre is live to explain more about this violent confrontation.
Well, Jacqueline, Paul Leibowitz traveled here for a Vegas getaway with his family, but what he says he'll leave with remembering most is being assaulted, a fear he says Jews in New York are living with every day. Paul Leibowitz says what started as a conversation at a coffee shop with a stranger turned to a nasty gash on the back of his head.
It was a calm conversation. We're talking about Israel-Palestine until he said the Jews are not going to exist. And I said, I'm a proud Jew. That's when it got violent.
The 67-year-old Leibowitz wore his Star of David necklace as they walked outside Italy restaurant at Park MGM together. The conversation escalating as they went along. Then their talk turned violent.
Screams out, "Baby killers," puts his hand in my face, throws me to the ground. I fall back, I smack my head against the floor.
Leibowitz says he never laid a hand on the man who towered over him. His family called 911, but by the time police arrived, the man who had pushed him to the ground had disappeared. The Metro Police report is filed as battery, and police told Leibowitz surveillance footage will be used in the investigation. We've requested the footage.
It's anti-Jewish, so it's a hate crime to me. It's not how the police do it. They have to be very careful nowadays. I accept that right now.
The past several weeks has brought a spike of anti-Semitic threats and violence across the country. During the weeks of conflict in Israel and Gaza, the Anti-Defamation League gathered 222 reports of anti-Semitic harassment, vandalism, or violence, compared to 127 the weeks before.
I know it's an isolated incident and it happened with me. I don't see that anywhere else here on the Strip, but it's happening in New York, and it's happening in Los Angeles, and it's happening in Cleveland, and it's happening in Boston. It has to stop.
Now, we've reached out to Metro for more details on their investigation. Leibowitz says this won't stop him from coming back here to Vegas, but he says it shines a light on that this is happening all across the country. I'm Drew Andre, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.